So I bought a new house. The work's already kind of begun. There was some pocket doors here, so we opened that up. This little short wall is going to go. This wall is going to go, and this ceiling right here is going to be raised up about a foot. Kitchen cabinets are going to go. I'm going to repurpose some of them, but I'm going to do a whole new kitchen. Here's the living room area. I'm going to do hardwood floors throughout. This hardwood floor is going to go. It's glued down. It's going to be not that much fun to take up. Here's the master bedroom. Here's the master bath. This is all going to go. This wall is actually going to be pushed back to match this little roof line or ceiling. So it's going to come down to here. The hot tub's going to go. This window and door is going to go. I'm going to put one door and one good sized window because it kind of has a little bit of water damage, which might be hard to see in the camera. This is the laundry room. We're going to turn that into part laundry room, part entryway, and then eventually we're going to connect the garage to the house with a walk-through breezeway that's not heated. So this bathroom actually doesn't need that much. I know the tile's kind of ugly, but we're just going to end up leaving it. The floor tile is going to get replaced. The tub's gonna be left alone, and the tile on the walls is going to be left alone. I'm going to get a new countertop for the vanity and paint the vanity white and change some light fixtures, and the doors are going to go. Get some new doors throughout the house, and I think this bathroom will actually spruce up pretty well. The bedroom, just carpet paint. Same thing in here, just new carpet and paint. There's the basement. There's a nice fireplace down here. In an extra bedroom. A little office area. And everything back there is unfinished. It also has 6 acres of woods in the back there. Over there's the barn. Well, time to get to work. Okay, so we're back the next day, and we're ready to take the insulation out of the attic space above here and above there. And we're going to blow all the insulation back over the bedrooms. The insulation in the attic is a little low anyway, so it's going to help out back there. And then once we take the drywall down, raise the ceiling up, and put the drywall back up, then it'll be ready to re-insulate over here. So to remove the insulation, we have an old blower motor from an old insulation machine. And this is the line that's going to vacuum the insulation out. Goes through the motor, and then this is the line that's going to blow the insulation back in the attic over the bedrooms. Let's get to it. Alright, so here's what it looks like all vacuumed out. Got it all nice and clean up to here. And then way over there. There's a little bit left at the eaves because it was hard to reach. Also, all the can lights in this house are non-insulation contact rated, and they're all in contact with insulation, unfortunately. So I'm going to go through with the insulation vacuum and kind of clear out space around them, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to enclose them in some kind of a foam box, or there's also products you can buy that you can put over the top of them, so then you can blow insulation over the top and it'll make a nice airtight seal, because those things very leaky with air as well. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for day number 3. All right, it's the end of day 3, and we got the ceiling all tore out, and it's going to be ready to put back in tomorrow. There's the dormers that we're probably going to end up taking out. We might put one peak in the middle later. The dormers, unfortunately, are not going to be exposed, just the way that the roof is laid out and having to be off center, and just the sheer amount of extra work that it would be already added on to what we're doing. We decided not to expose the dormers. But what we're going to do is a 10-foot ceiling. It might be hard to see, but there's a chalk line about right there that runs all the way across, and that's where the top of the 2 beams are going to go. And they're going to set on top of that wall there, and on top of that wall over there, and they're going to span, the 21-foot gap. And then we're just going to build on top of that. Then the 10-foot ceiling will go over and down, kind of at an angle. So that's the end of day 3. So that's a wrap for day 4. We actually changed plans. We were going to go with the 10-foot ceiling, and me and my dad got to talking, and we decided to kind of add on to here to go up to the center of the room. Then we're going to do kind of like a reverse hip kind of roof ceiling type thing. It's kind of hard to explain on camera. And then it's going to mate up with this this current ceiling line. And we're going to get working on it tomorrow. Probably won't get it all finished tomorrow because tomorrow's Christmas Eve day and got other things to do. So, see you tomorrow morning. All right, it's the end of day 6. We got some can lights up and the electrical mostly figured out. We put up some batt insulation just to block the airflow to the attic, and then we'll blow insulation over the top of the batt insulation later. And we actually had to add a attic access back here because of the new vault ceiling. You're not going to be able to get back to this attic. So to add this attic access, I was able to get up in the attic already, and I put 2x4s across the trusses in the center of the hallway, and then I drilled the 4 corners out, and then we routed around the perimeter with the drywall router. We also got some of the appliances in the kitchen unhooked. We got the oven out, the microwave out, and the refrigerator out. We also removed the plumbing from the sink and got the sink out of there. So tomorrow I'm going to come back and finish insulating this with some R30 batt insulation over my R13 that I already have there. So on this roof plane here, we added the R13. We also added the intake baffles right here under the decking all the way up in every bay. And what those do is they allow airflow to come in through the eaves or the soffit and go up behind the fiberglass insulation and lets the air vent out the ridge, at the ridge vent or can vent, whatever you got. And it just makes for good attic ventilation. And I did every single bay, and you should do as many as you can access. What these do is they just leave a little bit of space between the OSB and the insulation to allow airflow to come through. All right, that's the end of day 8. Got all the fiberglass done that I need to get done. Got some R30 and some R13 in here. We also opened up this opening a little more. We took a little wall out that was there, and then we just need to put a 2x6 header across tomorrow. That'll just help with the transition from one room to the other. It doesn't really need to be there because this isn't a load-bearing wall. And we got the kitchen completely tore out now, except for the flooring. And the electrical is mostly sorted out. We eliminated some can lights that were kind of in weird spots. That one there, and one there, 4 altogether. And this made the wiring up in the attic not as complex because there was a lot of wires running to that light over there, way more than there should be. And by getting rid of that light, we were able to really wire it the way that it should be. And then we added 2 boxes for some hanging lights that are going to go over an island that we're going to put here later. I also sprayed foam around these. I sprayed the whole outer part of the box so it's totally encased in foam. So if you're doing some remodeling and you want to do a little bit of air sealing between your conditioned space and your attic, you want to go around and find all your protrusions or all that you can access, like wires going up to the attic, can lights, anything like that, electrical boxes like this, and you want to foam them. Insulation that you blow in is not airtight. It acts as an air filter and it slows it down, but it's definitely letting air seep through, and it pays to get the bigger can of foam like this. It's higher quality, and the amount of foam that comes out of this gun is enough to do most of a house, depending on the size of house you have. You got to pay a little bit more up front, but it'll actually save you a lot in the long run. And again, the foam is a much higher quality. Well, I think that's going to be all for this video because I've got plenty of footage and I don't want it to be too long. but I will catch you next time. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like and subscribe. Thanks.